It is 10:45 a.m. I do have to teach at 11. And before I go ahead and do that, let me go ahead and tell you what just happened. From the last time I was on, I was studying and then my mom called. So I obviously had to answer. So she was giving me all these details. Whatever. Talked to her a little bit at the same time. My mentor just messaged me. So we're in this process of trying to see if the project and then the research that I pitched in, if she'll able to guide me through that. We're in that process, so we're doing that. But in the same time, I'm also waiting for my advisor to pitch in, and because it's summer, hours are so limited, it's very hard to get in contact with advisors like a normal, semester hours. So I'm having that problem, and I would really love that clarification before I go ahead and invest more money and take the classes that I should not be taking. Um, but that being aside, I went ahead and scheduled a meeting with my mentor. My mentor ended up canceling the meeting, upcoming meeting, which is fine because she's also working reduced hour, which is okay. But I'm just in the same place where I was. I'm just waiting now. So I have certain information, but I need more clarification on the things that I'm doing. So that's where I am. So you know what? Like today, we're just gonna like leave that aside. I don't even know. I don't even know if my mentor wants me to just kind of like give her a better idea of. So she has basically said she would like me to review on some of the prerequisites I need for the program that I'm trying to go for, which does make sense. But I did send her that other email mentioning certain things that I don't know. I think I'm done emailing for now, but I'm gonna go ahead and teach a class, and then I'm gonna head to the gym after that. And I think it is gonna be a leg day, so I'm gonna go to the gym after that because I need to move my body. But I haven't done, I haven't made any progress on studying for my summer classes, so but that's okay. It's okay. We need to just clear our mind. So that's what we're gonna do. Do not be discouraged. This is nothing to be discouraged. It's just things are a little slow, and that is completely okay. We are perfectly being guided in the path that we should be walking on, and I'm going to 100% trust that. So let's go ahead and get ready to teach a class. I feel like this day has been super chaotic. I am having to dabble in a lot of things and not being able to consistently focus on one thing and do that. But that's okay. We have landed on some safer ground, or the things are slowly revealing to find its own places. Okay, so let me give you an update on what I have done so far, okay? So far, I finished teaching the class. After that, I was gonna go to the gym, but it started raining, so I was like, there is no way I'm gonna walk to the gym when it's raining. I could have gone. It wasn't that big of a rain, but I somehow didn't want it to go. So which is fine, which is totally okay. This is what we're gonna do. It is 1 o'clock. I don't have to teach until 5 p.m. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to study. But at the same time, what we're also going to do is, so my advisor actually replied back, and then she gave me a better layout of the classes that I have to take in fall, and then some of the classes that I have to take in spring and stuff like that. So which is perfectly like awesome, right? So I went ahead and booked an appointment with her tomorrow at 3, so which gives me a better sense of like, oh, what if the class runs out? I need to register. I need to deregister the class that had to register, which was the wrong classes, and register the correct one, right? So that's going to be figured out. I'm very, very, very happy about that. Now, the second thing that we need to do is we really need to get the ball rolling on the classes that I'm actually taking, right? Because we gotta pass them. We gotta learn the material, we gotta put it in our brain, and hopefully we are able to utilize those material. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm quite not hungry yet, so my goal is to study for another hour, get somewhere with at least chapter one, because we haven't even finished chapter one, which is, what am I doing, right? So we're gonna do that. By the way, I also finished giving the CPR and then the first aid exam. I'd already done it, I just had to like renew and give a test again. So I did that in the meantime. So hopefully they will accept that and then I don't have to take that class, which is gonna save me a good amount of money, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and study. Uh, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and study, and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay? Good morning, everybody. It is the second day. I forgot to close the vlog out yesterday. It is 8:24 a.m. Let me come and give you a little update on what all I did yesterday. So from the perspective of studying, I was able to study chapter 1 and chapter 2, and pretty good chapters. I did learn quite a bit from there. Some of the things that I found very fascinating was just the involvement of health and public health generally, over the course of so many years in humanity, right? Um, and I had no idea that Rome was actually the first country back in the day that really utilized public health. So it was kind of like involvement from there, before their downfall, right? But so that was one of it. Another thing that I definitely liked was the four. I believe it was the four. Let me look at it. Okay. Oh, something that I did like was the four theories of disease causation, which kind of like basically tells you on how the involvement sort of happened around the four theories. The one was like theory of causation, which was basically like back in the day, people used to believe that diseases used to happen because of supernatural things, right? So like, let's say if you're a bad person, then like, or if you have like, if God punished you and things like that. So that evolved from basically like from the Hippocrates. They kind of gave a better idea of natural reasons why diseases happened rather than just believing in supernaturals, right? So from then the next one was like theory of contagion. Oh, I feel like I can pronounce that so well in my mind, but when it rolls out of my tongue, it's so challenging. Contagious. Contagious is the word, but it's contagion, which basically means like diseases get spread from person to person. So that was kind of like found out, during the time of like leprosy, when people were separated, they found out that like, oh, when people were separated, kind of like isolation in the modern day would be taken as like quarantine. So like that kind of gave an idea that how like diseases can be spread by person to person kind of thing, right? The next one is a germ theory. Germ theory is, basically, this was also like a very important one, because germ theory basically kind of established this idea that microorganisms do cause diseases, right? So that was a big revolution in the field of like public health, so which was fantastic. And then the third one was, and this is the one that we implement, right? Like in the modern world and over the period of time, like this is something that we talked about, which is called multiple causation theory. So basically saying that not only one thing causes this, many, many, many things can lead to causing a disease, right? And which helps you look into like multiple modalities of thing rather than just focusing on like, oh, like this bacteria or this virus is causing it, rather than like what else could be causing it kind of stuff. So that's that. Also, like something that I also was, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about, was like host resistance and the lifestyle factor. Host resistance is basically like, let's say a person A and person a person A and person B has the same diseases, um, they're exposed to the same diseases, but their outcomes are going to be completely different. Now, why is that, right? So many things that fall under the lifestyle factor make a lot of sense, which would be like your nutrition, what you eat, like how much you weigh, are you sleeping enough, are you exercising enough, do you consume alcohol and tobaccos or any other like drugs and stuff like that, or like how do you manage stress. So like those are like very important, and I think I will make a completely different video about this, where I will just kind of like in general talk about it, and this will also be really good for prevention aspect as well. But that's what I did in terms of like studying yesterday. So this morning I'm gonna go ahead and study chapter 3, and after that I'm going to do revision of all of that, and I have to give an exam on that chapter, and I also have to make a video for that for my school. So I will go ahead and do that. Apart from that, work wise, I am teaching at 11. I have a meeting with my advisor at 3 p.m. today, so I'm really looking forward to it, to lock down some of the classes for the fall. And then I'm also teaching at 3:45, and then I'm teaching at 4:30 p.m. So um, yeah, hoping all of that goes well. I'm also trying to go to the gym because I didn't go to the gym yesterday, so I will do that as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out, and then I will start a new one for today, which is July. That's not July, it is June. It's June 3rd. But again, thank you so much for watching, and then let me know if you want to just, learn a little bit more about what is going on, about different topics and stuff like that. But thank you everybody for watching.